This is coming straight from Columbus, Ohio. Your man T. Drape. Got
Yes,
my man
sir.
Coach T. So let's get it off, man. We're talking about Micah Parsons. Everybody knows it's in the news. Micah Parsons came out and said that he went out. He done.
Said he
You know
told
what I mean?
Steven personally.
Yeah. So he's at the point where now he's felt like he's had enough. So, I mean, I'm looking at it, from a person as far as a guy that's done came in and gave you everything that he's had. He really hasn't had anything on his jacket as far as off the field problems. He's been in there, he's worked. He's had some times when he's been hurt, but most of the time when Micah's been hurt, he's played through it. Anybody that followed the Cowboys and know that guy sometimes needs to come off the field, but will fight through it. And so he had an injury last year to put him off, and he took a straight shot from that, from the organization and everything. But it's all about, to me, it's about gimmicks. And let's talk about it, Coach. I know you over there, see you shaking your head. I know you got something to say about this.
Man, I am. Listen, real talk. I'm happy that Micah did this, man, because they want to do. Every time we have a big time free agent, they want to negotiate through the media. They want to play games, and then 11th hour, 12th hour. Now they want to. Oh, we come to an agreement. Like the player has caved in or something. We started with Emmitt Smith, man. Emmitt Smith called your bluff. 92. You know what I mean? 92, 93 season. Lost the first 2 games. Oh, let's sign him. We need this guy. I truly believe he feels he has a great defensive end group, especially with Donovan Easy coming in. You're talking about Donovan. You're talking about Fowler, Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon, and then you got the former first rounder Peyton Turner, who they're hoping. So I truly believe that he wants to see what he has, because if he feels he has something out there, he doesn't. He thinks Micah is, we can take him or leave him. I really believe that in my heart. And, and he's just, because there's no reason why he shouldn't have been signed. Just like we went over yesterday. The same thing with last year with CD. We had nothing besides CD. Nothing. So we had to sign him before the season. We had nothing with that. Cooper Rush, we needed him. I mean, the line was shaky. So we needed him. So we had to sign him 11 out. Here, I really, truly believe he thinks he might have something. He's just an arrogant guy, man, who thinks he knows more than anything. But also, I was thinking today, my bad, I'm just rambling.
Oh, you're good, man.
He might think he can pull off another Herschel Walker with Micah Parsons. I have no idea. So I'm just throwing darts, but with these through these years, if you're the owner and you have a general manager, which is yourself, who hasn't taken your team to the next level as far as to even the NFC Championship, let alone the Super Bowl, let alone winning the Super Bowl for over 30 years, how do you keep the general manager? You got to shake some things up. And they're going to keep on doing it until they finally get in. 50, 60 years later, we might win one. They say, I told y'all. They're going to say, I told y'all. Well, Jerry been gone. This is some BS, man. They got us hostage. Tired of this.
Got us hostage for sure. Because ain't nobody else going. Ain't no sellers, ain't no buyers. I look at it like this. They've played around, and it's always been, to me, like I said on yesterday's podcast, it's always been the same thing with me. They're going to play around, keep it as a story, and then they end up paying the guys at the end. So you have a guy here who's not playing that. You know what I mean? He's not waiting. He's done really called the bluff. So it's interesting to see. I heard that Jerry and them try to immediately get in contact with his team, and they ain't not answering. So, somebody, it seemed like both teams was playing hardball. Now, I take CD Lamb's post that he had out there. Go on and pay the man. What you owing? I think if you pay the man what you owe him, and we can look behind this. You know what I mean? But right now, I think Michael is feeling he's disrespected. It's becoming personal to him. And I just hate, as a Cowboy fan, I just hate to see that it's come to this point because this is the face of the team. This is the future of the organization, and we have to go here. So I feel bad about it. From just taking this a holistic look at it, I still think the deal will get done. But I just hate that it's had to come through this. And now, Jerry and them are shuffling, it seems like, and they're trying to get something done as soon as possible. Before, they wasn't even answering their phones.
I really hope that's true, but I see Micah as a guy who's just like, when he's done, he's done. You know what I mean? He's an all out. I'm gonna give you everything I got. And once he sees that that's not reciprocated, then I really truly believe he might be done. He might take less money to go somewhere else. And take even if we offered him, what he was supposed to been offered before, whatever, 42 for however many years, whatever. But I just, when you put it like that, when you say what you got to say, like, man, I wanted to be a cowboy. I love being a cowboy, but I no longer want to be a cowboy. I,
So what if you saying
so
you think
now the
that
so now the money is gonna be like, so now you got the money, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, now they gave me the money. I think he
it's a
really truly
conversation?
feels good.
It's a conversation I believe that they have. You know what I mean? One side tells what they feel as far as negotiation, where they was coming from. I mean, the ultimate goal to me for Mike and his team is to get paid. That's the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it is. Come on, man. Do you think he really wants to remain a Cowboy? Yes, he does. But does he feel slated? Yeah. But if Jerry comes like Zach Martin, I'll take that for instance. Same thing, Zach Martin was holding out. He felt disrespected. It took a one-on-one talk with him and Jerry, him to get his money. He was in camp the next day. So I think that Jerry, no, let me finish. I think
My bad.
Jerry and no, 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 you're all good, fam. I just want to say I think Jerry and if him and Steven, if they go ahead and put the money on the table and it's the right contract, and they had that conversation, man, and kind of air out where they're at, and they tell him as much as they want him to be a Cowboy, then it'll be that. Now, if they feel like, what I'm saying, they really like what you're saying, then no, we're not going to go anywhere. It's going to be a stalemate. Micah is under contract for this year. Is that correct? So you're going to sit out a year. You're not going to play football.
He's gonna have to play. Just like, remember, Le'Veon Bell did with
So,
Pittsburgh.
uh,
Yeah, you got to
good point.
play a couple
Good
minutes.
point.
You got to play what, 6 games
Uh,
to to count the year, so he can be a free agent next year. But
I feel
and
you
that's
though, Coach.
tough,
Now
man.
this there's a percentage that it could go what you're saying. It could
Yeah,
go
but
that route.
you can't trust him, man. If you got 32 bosses out there, and the
Uh-huh.
boss you under doesn't respect you, you know what I mean, and all of a sudden you voice your opinion to the world and let the world see it. Now they want to really hold on. You know,
Yeah.
if you still
Yeah.
want to work there, that's cool.
Uh-huh.
I got 31 other bosses who will respect me and what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? I've been first
Yeah.
team all pro. How many years he been in the
Yeah.
league? Four?
Yeah.
4 years in the league, 3 out of 4 years?
I
First
think it
team
was
all
all
pro?
four, wasn't it? Maybe he missed it the first year, but I thought it was all four. He was top of the cream of the crop. But it's just the A coach, man. Like I said, man, when it comes to the point, man, where and it's turned the team. You know what I'm saying? It's a shift from the focus from what we're doing in training camp. You got your guys, who have relationships with Micah. Everybody done changed their Instagram picture, Twitter picture, to Micah. You got CD stepping out. Like, it just, to me, it's just something that's a distraction. You as an organization, shoddy, you trying to put together this program. You trying to put together everything that you need to lead yourself to a Super Bowl, but here you have this huge distraction. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it always goes back to me, like, you always are saying one thing out your mouth about, we want to win. I'll do anything to win a championship, and then you shit like this. So that's the frustration coming from a fan. Like, I want to be a fan of the Cowboys regardless of what the frick Jerry Jones does. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, that's just where I'm at as far as in my life, and you know what I done did as far as football and watching it, you know, from a pup. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, going through it and understanding like this is stupid. We should not be at this point, man. You're going to end up paying this guy, or you're going to let him walk. So you
Yeah,
waited.
should have been
You
there.
could have, like
You
Micah
should
said, he
have done
wanted
it.
it done last year,
You
and
should have
didn't
been done
said
it.
publicly that he didn't want to be the highest paid. That wasn't what he wanted to get done. He just wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, taken care of.
Yeah, it should have been done it, man. You know, but that's how they operate, man. They think they know. They think they know what's best. They think they know how to run things, man. Just because we're making a lot of money, he took over the greatest franchise in sports, and who was struggling at the time, but was still known as America's team, and we won right away. First 5 years, he won three. For first 5 or 6 years, won 3 championships. 6 years, won 3 championships. And then, so that really
Different
blew it up.
regime
And he's a great businessman and he made a lot of money. But now you
continues to
want to
make up.
win. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But you want to win, man. That's the
Or do
bottom
you?
line.
Or
You want to
do you
win.
really? Do you really want to though?
See, now you're talking about him, man. And see, I've been saying this for a while. He's making money. How bad do you want to win when you're making this much money?
Right.
You
That's
want
what
to
I
make these
really.
tough
That's
decisions.
the bottom line. Like,
Huh?
you know, you saying everything, and you know what I mean, you move in a certain way. You want people to believe that you want to win at all costs, but you do
Do you
some
really?
dumbass shit. You know what I mean? Just call it what it is, man. You do some dumbass shit, Jerry, and then you know you want everybody to accept your ways, and you just think, man, you done build such a brand, and like you just heard me say, man, I'm with the Cowboys regardless, because to
Uh-huh.
me it's bigger than him, you
Uh-huh.
know. But he held all the
Absolutely.
cards as far as the stakes of the business side of it, you know, and
Right.
unfortunately what even comes out on the field. So it's like he's a monopoly, you know what I mean? For sure, man.
Tough. That's tough.
It is, man. It is. But you know, like I said, Cowboy Nation, you know, my personal opinion, I believe it gets done. I believe it gets done. I believe that they come together and find fair grounds, and they're able to, like, you know, kumbaya and get things back together, and we'll have Micah back out there. So
I hope
that's where
so.
I'm at. I'm not
I
ready
hope
to
so.
panic. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm not ready to panic, man. We have him under contract for another year,
Yeah.
and you know we have to talk. You know, and like, you know, I really think when men can sit down and you know you can put your egos aside and you really start to thinking about what's best for this organization. Jerry straightens up. You know what I mean? He'll eat his
Yeah.
pride. He'll come out. He'll make some way to make this. I mean, it's already. Look what we're doing. We was gonna
Mm-hmm.
chill today. You know what I'm saying? We was pausing, you know what I mean? We was chilling today. But here we are, hopping on because this is made. You see what I'm saying? This is what he does, man. He's really great at this. He's really great at causing
He's, I
storms and
think
shit. And
I think he soured the relationship because I think Micah has to play this year and he loves football. He will play this year, but that doesn't mean he's going to resign.
got
He
time
might
to
play the 6 year
you got
minimum,
time
6 game
here
minimum, and then resign and not resign, man.
me and you both know this. We both know what I'm saying is play ball, you know what I'm saying, sports and stuff, but you gotta come in, you gotta play. The people that around you mean a whole hell of a lot. And I tell you what, the consummated winning.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we come back, the team is good and the ticket is right, he gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He wanna
I truly hope so, but I'm glad this happening because Jerry Jones, man, as you know, I've said, man,
yes,
he
you have.
actually gone.
Well, you have, coach.
So it's
You
tough,
have,
man.
man. You have. You have. Like I said, it's unfortunate that, man, we at this point, man, where yeah, you end up, you know, to me it just ends up coming down like you went through all this to be able to pay this guy. You don't pay him, man. You gonna pay him or you're not gonna play for you. Bottom line. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
like CD say, man, just pay the man. Pay what you want. Let's just like you said, just pay the man.
We went
Pay
through the
the man
same
what you
thing with
want, man.
CD last year, man. You know, this guy missed the whole camp. You know what I mean? Got to go through all that, and you end up having to pay. Dak
Make no
Prescott,
sense.
last day of the contract. Let's make history. You see what I'm saying? That kind of shit make me think it's more important for you to make a splash or a wave, in the media. Keep the brand hot. You know what I mean? So yeah,
That's tough, man. That's real tough.
it
But
is. It is, coach. It is.
yeah, man. But, anything else? I know we ain't had no practice, man. But besides the Micah Parsons, man, that run
Nothing,
defense
man.
on the
Just kind of just
Cowboys
thinking
was
of kind of just kind of thinking about the roster, what I'm seeing. Started trying to formulate in my mind, like, who's gonna be making this team, who not. Key positions like the
do we
wide
keep
receiver group.
do we keep six receivers? Also, I was just going to ask.
Yeah,
Do
you
we
keep
keep six
six.
receivers?
Yeah, you keep six, but one of them you gonna name it. You gonna name Turpin in that. And yeah, I think you also got him marked as a special teams guy. So I count five. I count five with Turpin being the sixth guy.
No, I mean they already got us. We already got special teams guy.
Who? That one? Is he
Yeah,
the guy
because we
designated?
because hey, we need as many corners as we can have, man. We got all
Man,
these injuries,
coach,
man.
you already
Shit.
know we can't count Goodman. That's no damn corner.
That's what I'm saying. He's our special teams guy.
Man, we could have been down to our last guy, man. They not gonna put him out there. That fuck around had CD out there
Hey, man,
on defense before they
okay,
put Goodwin
okay.
out there.
He's that valuable that we gotta have him like
He
that.
is, man. I guess, man. For them to seriously, for them to bring this guy, man, every year he gets re-signed for 1 year. You
Hey,
know what I mean?
hey, as a straight special teams guy, I ain't gotta. Does he go to the cornerback meetings?
Yeah, I think he can grow. I don't, I've never seen him out there. I'm just making fun of him. Shit, he's valuable though.
No, yeah,
He's
yeah.
valuable. You do every time you turn around, you see a
You see,
kickoff, you see him
yeah,
hopping up, celebrating. You see 29,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? With the fist up in the air, he done made some kind of tackle or play. So, man, it is what it is. Salute to him. I ain't gonna diss him. I ain't
I'm
gonna
not
diss him.
dissing him, man.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
trying to
I never
figure out
took it
this.
like
I'm
that.
trying to figure out this roster, man.
No,
Shit.
you trying to figure out the spot. So, like, let's just
Yes.
talk about the wide receivers real quick. So, we
Uh-huh.
talk about the wide receivers, and we
Uh-huh.
figure out that we got six spots, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you don't want to count Turpin in that spot because I
So,
think you give five, and you count him as the six, even though he's a special teams guy.
okay, okay, yeah.
All right, so we
And we're
know
gonna
we
have to
got
count him as a six because we can't have two special teams guy. You know what I mean? Even whatever the case, it's still cutting into our 53.
yeah,
However we
yeah,
count
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, even though positions like just like we talked about Jalen Brooks last year, he was a wide receiver, fourth probably on the roster, something like that. Number one guy down on the kickoff, punt team, all that. You know what I mean? So, but they're on the wide receiver side. We take a look at it, right? So we look at CD. You got one. We got Pickens is two.
Pickens.
All right, right. We come behind him, and just this is just me. You tell me where you got yours. I got Mingo at three right now, just from the camp. Right. The fourth spot, I guess I'll go Jalen Tolbert right now at the fourth spot. So
Uh-oh.
if you go with a fifth receiver, the boy from Oregon has been balling. Trayshawn Hope.
Who was fourth and fifth? I missed them last two, man.
Yeah, I saw you dropped off for a minute. I thought you were still able to hear me from your end, but so we had CD at the number one. We had George
Yeah,
Pickens at
CD,
two.
George Pickens. We
Mingo
had
at
Mingo
three.
3.
I went with Turpin at the four.
I'm
Right
with you.
now, I went with Turpin with the
Yeah.
four. Then the fifth spot, just from what we've been seeing in these practices, I got probably the boy from Oregon, Holden.
Okay, Holden right now.
Yeah, I think I got him at the fifth right now. I mean, just from what we're doing as far as this year, as far as preseason, I think he's made a lot of noise out there. I think he's definitely made his case, or he's been hot
Right.
the last
Right.
few practices. I haven't seen a whole lot from, like we talked about, from Flournoy. I haven't seen a whole lot from Jalen Brooks as far as just, and when I say a whole lot, just from as far as the mentions, the headliner for practices and stuff like that.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with
Yeah.
you.
So
That's why these preseason games and this practice next week is super
time.
important.
It is, man.
Yeah,
Who you got
because,
though? Like, was your list similar, or would you have as yours?
But fifth,
Brooks
I
there?
would still, I would still go Brooks, man. Either
Right,
Brooks or
right. I know you
Flournoy.
always
I'm
been
still
real
a
fond of Brooks.
Flournoy guy. I might go Flournoy. We got Turpin in there already, so we got 6. So I'll probably go Flournoy and Brooks.
Okay.
But like I said, I want to see what happens in these
preseason battles,
preseason games, because we only see, we see this, we see the highlights. We don't see, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So, but Trayshawn Holden has really impressed, and if he continues to do that in the preseason,
but I
gotta keep him. Gotta keep him, because you can't put him on the practice squad. It'll be somebody take him up real quick.
I know Coach Adams probably hoping that he get in there. So this guy. What about on the running back situation? Just looking at the numbers. Who you got there?
Miles Sanders, James Blue.
Let's
about 4.
4. I was going to ask you what you think. How many numbers?
What you think?
I'm with you 4. Yeah, I'm with you 4. Go ahead. What's yours?
Yeah. Miles Sanders, Jaden Blue, Lupke, and what was the 4th one? I don't know. We'll see. Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams. I don't know about him. What was the 4th one? Who I'm missing?
I got everybody you got, but I got Javonte Williams.
We got Javonte Williams at the 4th one?
Yeah, I got Javonte Williams up there, man. I got a chance to look at some more footage, and I like what I'm seeing from him. I do.
Seeing?
I'm just seeing a guy, man, that just seems like, he's his legs, man, I think is the biggest thing with him, is health. The structure. He's had some nasty injuries with his knees. But what I've seen when he's had the opportunities, man, he really, man, he's got the perfect physique. I think he's got, the right ability as far as being able to get through holes, as far as his power that he runs with, and he got another gear too. If you give him an opening, he can really, he's not coming down with no arm tackles for sure. So I think he can help us, man. I really do. But it's gonna all be about, like we said, man, the preseason. It's such a tight race right now in all positions, which is something that you really, hope for. But like at the running back position right now, so like Deuce Vaughn, we've talked about him as far as where he might be as far as the running back position. Sanders, like it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight with Blue pushing for more first team reps. Like it's gonna be tight, because I'm like you. I agree. I think Lupke is a part of that group. So then that brings it down to 3 running backs. So you think Hoffa, like you said the other day, you believe he's going to be a guy that's going to be a candidate for the practice team. So if you go with Blue, Sanders, and Williams, that leaves Vaughn on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside.
Leaves him on the outside. So then that injury, like we said, that's not helping him much at all.
Right.
That injury is not helping him at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, Coach. You know what I mean? So man, it's good to hop on here on a Friday, man. Like I said, this is something that I didn't think we would sit on here and have to come to a conversation about it. I thought this was something that would just, initially just get handled. But Micah is feeling some kind of way, and he's got a right to feel however he feels, because I believe he's shown it from a player with the character, as far as, what he's done for the organization and what he's done in the field. So you can't get mad. And like you said, it's kind of like it's about time someone is just really just, put their foot down.
Absolutely.
So on the organization side, you have him sign 1 more year. He is under contract, so I don't think he wants to sit out. But I do believe that it could be a possibility that he's playing like, these is my last games as a Cowboy.
Yeah, it's not his last game, but I guess you see the end could possibly be near.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. This could be the last ride. I don't want to see it.
Oh,
I
heck
don't
no.
want to see it. I went through it with the Chicago Bulls, man. You know, they had T-shirts, the last ride. You know, it was going through. You know how like you keep hearing like you don't
Yeah,
believe
man.
something's gonna happen. Like no, it wouldn't.
But
do
y'all wanted some chips.
We did, but still, like you know what I
Playing
mean.
with
We was
chips
running
on
them
it.
off. But I'm still saying you never thought that was gonna happen. That
Yeah,
they
I'm
was
with
gonna
you.
break it up. You thought they would lose.
No, I'm
You
with
see what I'm saying? Like the Pistons.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, you know, but I'm just saying, I've been through it, man. I don't want to see this go that direction. You know what I mean? I know it's not in the same magnitude as a player, you know what I mean, versus a whole team just being broke up. But
Right.
it is what it
Yeah.
is, man. It
Yeah.
is what it
Yeah.
is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're gonna stay positive.
Life of being a
Cowboy
Cowboy
Nation.
fan,
I feel Micah Parsons will be a Cowboy for a long time. So you know, let's hold it in there and let's hope that these guys that's up in this front office, man, get off their ass and you know, in this high horse or whatever they're trying to do, man, and understand what's best for the organization, what's best for this team. You know what I mean?
Hope so.
Coach T, what's up, man? On Friday night, man, I'm gonna shift this thing over to you, man. I'm gonna assist you and then I'm gonna let you score the bucket. What's up? What you got for the people?
Man, be humble. You know, you never want to be what you think is the smartest person in the room. You know, you need people who are smarter than you, have different ideas than you, who can help you think from a different point, and help you see from a different point of view. You know, so if you're in charge of something, don't be arrogant and think you got there on your own and know everything. Be humble. Listen to everybody and have people smarter than you giving you advice.
There you go, man. That's what's up, man. I'm your man T Drape, man. Along with my guy Coach T.
Yes, sir.
Carry On Tradition Podcast. We signing off. Be right
One love,
back at
baby.
you, man.
Be
Soon.
safe.
Peace.